Yo, Nick and Chris, I'm 22, suffering from a bad time. No money, friends. How would you work on charisma? Where do you meet people / network? Also, how would you get an education without being a debt slave? Had good GPA, but had good GPA in high school, but 2020 killed me. Did not apply to school.
2020 killed you?
You know, I was thinking this recently about like going to events that are not going to a bar or going to this or that to meet people.
Really?
I was thinking that today.
Like what events?
Like anything to... I mean, I have my friends, I have my work.
Yeah.
But just to switch things up. I don't know what they would be. I was
Fresh
thinking about like looking on like my friend's wife runs a beer club where they rotate breweries.
Yeah.
And she like got like 100 people off of Reddit to come to this beer club where they have name tags. That's just one example, but I was trying to think of other things. But
like taking food seriously and beer and skiing seriously.
Yeah, but even more, I don't know. I'm not gonna go to a
I'm with you, man.
Magic
I
the Gathering.
So I'm sorry you're down in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are down in it right now.
Yeah, 22 is kind of like an age where it's like
stops being fun for a little bit. 23, you're not a kid anymore.
Yeah, you're not a kid.
Everything kind of gets serious. You got a little eyes on you by way of the world is sort of looking at you to produce something, and it's like your first little act.
Half the friends are still in high school mode. The other half's like they might be married.
You watch people. You're scratching your head at some people's move. I thought that 23 was a particularly hard time. I was having a really bad time when I was like, I wanted to kill myself every day. Yeah. And I took mushrooms, I drank a lot, and I hung out with like 2 friends, and I spent no money. Yeah. I always went to like, I don't know. I get it, man. Like I trust me. I feel like it's just like, that's what happens. You get like, and that's what I remember, like tripping on mushrooms all the time, just being like, it's why it's like this. It's like, there's like a divergence. You either like become like married, steady, like it's almost in 2023, you're like angsty almost. Yeah. So like people are like, yeah, I'm definitely going state job. And you're like, all right, dude, calm down. Yeah, yeah. Like, take it easy. But I remember like how serious you thought it was.
Yeah. Sam told me this years ago. He said that you don't really know who you are until you're 30. Yeah. And this was him giving advice to someone who was like 21, who was hung up about something. But I don't know. I don't have a good
constantly getting yourself uncomfortable is cool. I went to an adult gymnastics class one time with Sam. Mm-hmm. Sam Pia and I went to an adult gymnastics. It was awesome. I learned how to do like a front. I could do a backflip at one point in high school when I was like 230. I could do a standing backflip. Yeah. I like tried it at gym and I got it like twice. Yeah. And I was like 232 and I could do like a standing flip. Mm-hmm. And I can backflip off cliffs like 30 feet high. And I thought I like cliff jumping a lot. I've been like 50 times.
Doing something uncomfortable and
but like getting uncomfortable is like a lot. Going
That's
to like
super
weird
important.
And then drinking alone became in my 26, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I started drinking like alone, not at my house. No, at bars though. Yeah. I would park myself at a bar and I would go like a lot. Yeah. And I would go to like really nice places. Yeah. And I would and like I'd get hooked up. Like it's the same amount of money. You know, it's like it's $50. Yeah. It was like I have $45 to drink. And I did scrap metal, so I used to keep I would like take any metal on the side of the road. I would take brass fittings anywhere I was, and I would put them in a barrel in my truck, and I would use that as my beer and weed money. Then I got really heavy into antiques, and then I started to go silver. And I had silver, and I would trade my silver in every 6 months, and I would go get fucking blasted with it. Yeah. But this is funny. The day I learned how to do a backflip, I have a scar right here. I got 3 stitches. So I did it in a field at gym. So I did a back handspring to a standing back, and then I learned how to do a stand. Then I was like, yo, I can do a backflip. My buddy Charlie Gibbs.
Oh, I remember the story.
I'm like, Charlie, I can do a standing backflip. He's like, really? Let me see it. I'm like, yo, check this out. I flipped right on my head, bang, like this. I was like,
Oh my god.
Oh! It was the day of lacrosse captains photos.
Yeah.
I have a fucking Band-Aid on my head. I had to go to the hospital. I got 8 stitches. I did the nunchucks guy.
Yeah.
I did the nunchucks guy in 2002. Yeah.
Damn.
Then I did one, so that was fun. But yeah, I don't know. You know what girls do? I heard this in Rhode Island a lot. Girls, when they're like 20, like when they're in their 20s,
yeah,
and have no friends, they go to the beach.
Yeah.
And read.
Yeah. Yep.
I've heard a lot of girls like say that to me. Like, yeah, I used to just go to the beach and read.
I could see that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but I don't know. I drank a lot.
Yeah.
I also just drank a lot. But I remember my friend Derek King from Atlanta was like this. He was like so bummed when he was 23. I was like 29 or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, man, 23 sucks. And he's like, dude, it sucks so bad. But he would always come out drinking. It was mad fun.
Yeah.
But he's cool. It's fun. You get through it. Everybody's there though. Don't assume that like these little highlight stories. You know, everybody's pretty good at painting a fucking highlight reel. I'm always shocked at how many people when you run into people, things are going great. I love when people hit me with that.
Yeah.
Like no humility whatsoever. Just like, yeah dude, I just scored. Everything's a score and a lucky.
I've been telling people for the past 7 years. I've been saying nothing's changed.
Yeah, fine. It's all right.
I'm like same old shit, same shit, different day.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I got to tell you, antique stores are a good time sink, man. I did it today. I went for 8 o'clock till 4 all day. I hit like 9, 10 shops. It's fat. I don't know. That was my, I don't gamble. I don't get fucking haircuts. So.
We got organid with another $50.
Jesus Christ.
$100 total from this fella right here.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yo, Crick, turning 30 on Saturday. If you could pick one piece of advice, does anything stand out? MDE forever. Hey, shouts out to you. I'm also turning. I'm a 94, baby.
That's it.
I'm turning
so you guys,
30 this year.
You guys are friends. You're born in the same millennium. Born in the same sperm, like seahorse. You know how a seahorse delivers babies? What amount of the year? I was eaten by a whale. I was inside a whale's stomach right now. I shot myself right out of it. I was in a scuba suit. I flew out his asshole. I planted C4 before I left. I detonated it 2 years later. It was an audible detonator. It drove the whale crazy. He used to show up in the middle of the night and try to talk to me. Say, please take this beeper out of me. I said, not a chance. And then I'd fly away with them. Shit, man.
One piece of
best
advice?
piece of advice for a 30-year-old guy. I don't know, man.
If you have the ability to make yourself laugh alone for comic relief, you gotta find the ability to cheer yourself up.
Yeah. Self-reliance, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
like a one man leaning. Yeah.
If you get shit thrown in your face, you gotta
hang tough.
Yeah. You gotta be
self-starter, self-resilient, and I don't know, man. Like
and don't ignore like the weird pain you have in your ball when you're 30, or the weird, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
prioritize.
It hurts when I bend over in this certain area.
I say that as I have cigarettes, but yeah, I know. I've been tortured.
When I bend over in a certain way, it feels like my prostate kind of hurts. Maybe I'll ignore it for 5 more years.
5 more years.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
But don't become a hypochondriac either. But
I think having like a decent hustle plan, like there was like a time where I fell off. Like I used to like write down like every dollar I had on me, and I was all over it all the time. Like I would have like, just all right, I got like $4,600 to my name. Like I have to turn this to 10,000. I have to do this and add it up. And I would plan like meticulously. And then somewhere when I fell in love with my wife, and I was like, everything's fine. You you take your foot off the gas a little bit. And there were times in my mid-30s where I shouldn't have. Like I took shitty jobs, and I was like, I'll take an easy job at like a low volume dealership.
Yeah.
And that was like a big waste of time.
Yeah.
Like huge time suck over comfort. And get yourself uncomfortable as many times as possible, because 30s kind of snapped by for me quickly. It was a fun time. I enjoyed myself, and I don't have any regrets. But complacency in people's lives is soul sucking. If you're asking questions like that, I mean, I'm telling you, man. I said it a little bit But like watching people do nothing, or like I'm 50, I'm finally gonna open my juice store that I wanted to live a hell. Like who cares?
Yeah.
You're dying now.
Yeah.
Like no, I'd rather see you fail and become an alcoholic, get a divorce, start over, become a professional pool player.
Yeah.
Than say you're gonna start I don't know though, but I mean, prioritizing time and not being complacent, and getting yourself uncomfortable, and pursuing and answering the question, what can you do all the time that you don't hate?
Yeah.
You know, if you want to be in a band, go do band. You know.
Yeah. Figure that out as soon as possible.
Yeah. I like, that's one thing about these like fucking guru fucking idiots things is like the amount of discomfort, like not ever being comfortable. You know.
Yeah.
I have uncomfortable conversations.
Sleeping on a bed of nails.
Now. I'm building a house right now. I have like. I might as well be like, I feel like I'm fucking Andy Cohen sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Like that's my response more than I'm comfortable with as a guy who's done like 12 houses.
Yeah.
Like it's like but it's not bad. I used to like get really frustrated with it when I was younger and be like, I'm such a fucking retard. Why can't I figure that? Like I'm watching and then you watch like idiots just like they don't know how to stop. I'd watch stupid people stay consistent, and then it was like a tortoise and hare thing.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to panic rush it.
Yeah.
And I would like, if I didn't get to Z fast enough,
yeah,
I would think it was a failure.
Yeah.
And,
Of course.
And now it's like, dude, you should have just stayed on track and did ABC, 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 ABCD, 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 like comb it out, because the people who kind of stayed in it ended up like, oh shit, you ended up building 10 houses, even though you're still a fucking dummy.
Yeah,
but you still built 10 houses.
I bought the best amp and the best guitar.
Yeah.
Well, how much did you learn how to play?
Yeah. Can you shred?
Can you shred? No, but I got the gear.
I got all, yeah.
And we got
and I don't know, and it's being fine with it being shit. Laughing at shit is also fun, because honestly, like I thought, you'd think like having like, yeah, things are going fine now, the life's good, better, as far as definitely not the best times ever. Best times I went least money.
Yeah.
Like even though 23 full shit garbage, smoking weed every day, eating like honeydew donuts, croissant sandwiches for breakfast, 6 days in a row.
Yeah.
Not showering for 5 days. Kind of the best shit going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Drinking, like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's and like
Mad Dog.
That's like surprise. Like, oh, it's like you don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
But enjoy yourself, man. Jesus.
Enjoy yourself.
Take it easy, dude. But take it.